Hi everyone, my name is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another brush pen video. These are some brush pens I received in my Stationery Pals haul, and I wanted to share my experience with them. So far it definitely has not been a good one. And again, these are all really new, and I know again, I've said this before, that this video isn't a wear test or to show you how long they take to break in like months later down the road. These are a new product I want to share with you and my first impressions, and we're going to end this together, and I'm just showing you what I can see right from the get-go. So we're going to open them up. These pens are the Monami Color Twin Brush Home and DIY Marker. So you have a pack of 6, there are 3 packs of 6, and this is the Sea Pack, the Flower Pack, and the Forest Pack. So we're just going to take them all out of the packages. And I'm not going to return these because either I can give them to my son to use, or I can use them as like a coloring marker. You know how sometimes you need to pick some colors for your bullet journal or something. But I will show you in a little while why these will not be in my part of my collection as a brush pen marker. I'm definitely not impressed because, of course, as soon as I get my brush pens, I always open them up just to try them out to see how they perform. Okay, so we're just going to organize these. So if you enjoy the pen clicking, as Sarah Inside Insights likes to say, then here's some ASMR. Okay, so let's get started. So my first impression on the outside packaging of these pens is it's so beautiful. I love the packaging. They're all in black. They're actually a little bit of a thicker pen even than the Tombow. Like, they're quite thick in comparison. And they have this really lovely indent here where your finger would normally hold onto the pen. And it shows the color right here, which I just love. I think that's so cool. Kind of reminds me of the Sailor Shikori pens that I showed not too long ago. And if I haven't showed those, I will link them when they become available. The colors, there's not tons of colors to choose from, but I mean, the colors are a little bit different than your ordinary primary colors, I think. So first, what we're going to do is swatch the colors, and we're going to quickly run through that, and then we're going to talk a little bit about them, see if they're water resistant or they transfer with water, and we'll see what they do for blending techniques, stuff like that. And then we'll talk more about the actual tips. Okay, so one other thing I should point out is that they do not have the color on the barrel at all. All it says on there is Monami Color Twin Brush. This is the large side of the color, and the smaller brush is on the other end. So that's about it. Here we go. So I'm just going to interrupt this video right here. These pens, and I can't even do a color swatch. I can't even write with them. I can't write any calligraphy words. I'm going to show you why. So this pen, we're going to compare it with the Tombow because they're pretty big. So they're about, well, these are actually a little bit longer than the Tombows. They already have a pretty skinny base, so they're probably about uniform base width, like diameter, probably for about like a whole centimeter. So Tombows actually get like smaller all the way down, but these ones do not. And they are so floppy, they have no firmness whatsoever. You cannot write with them at all. So if I press down as hard as I can, it's very concentrated. I bet you it went through the paper too. Oh, it did not. This paper is actually pretty good though. This is the Rhodia Dot Grid notepad from Michaels. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. Let me see if I can bend the paper to show you. So that's me pressing down as hard as I can. So it literally bends at a 90-degree angle, and that's the bounce back after. So it's not very good. And even when you're writing with it, the tip almost bounces up. So the tip doesn't even touch the paper. It's pretty much this part of the pen that touches the paper. So it's really hard to write with. They're very, very floppy. And if you try to, it's hard to explain. Like if you do semi-pressure and you do go really, really slow, you can actually get a nice upstroke and downstroke. It's just, even for a seasoned pro, I would not recommend these pens. Like, they're not very good quality at all. The packaging on the outside, it just seems like such a waste, because the packaging on the outside is just so pretty and so gorgeous. I love it. I haven't really seen many pens like this. Like, it's so shiny and pretty, and the brush tip is just a piece of garbage. I would not recommend these. I haven't even done color swatches, and I would not recommend these. So I'm going to do like little shapes like this for the color swatches, and we're just going to talk through it here. So this is not me. I can't even get a uniform upstroke and downstroke. And I have a feeling that the more you use these, the worse they're going to get. But if you use the tip of them, I think that you could probably color with them. So that's something at least. And I'd have to say that the large pen is more firm than the smaller one, which is such a shame. Like, these colors are actually really pretty. Seems like such a waste of really nice packaging and really beautiful colors. Okay, let's see if they blend. So I'm just going to switch the page here. Okay, I had a little bleed through on the brown one here. So the two things I like to do, I use my Tombow blending pen. So we'll take a pink, I think, just to put some color down on the paper. Maybe put some red, orange next to it, and see if it blends at all. This isn't the best paper for doing this, because it's just gonna like rip it. So the color is coming out a little bit. So next I will try using something on my blending card here. For some reason I like using the brown and the like peach skin tone color. So what I do with these is I pick up some of the darker color with the lighter brush pen and try to blend. So I guess me doing this is kind of moot, because I wouldn't be doing lettering with these anyway, because it's very difficult to control this pen. I'm just going to see if the tip comes clean. It should, because they do blend. Okay, so it's starting to come clean, but the tip is still like dark from the brown. So it still has a little bit of a brown tip on the end there. And it's taking forever to come clean. So I'm going to just ruin that pen. That's okay. They're not very good pens anyway. So we know that they blend a little bit. Another thing that you could do is, so this would probably be best on watercolor paper, but we're just going to put some colors down and see what happens here. So what I do on this card here is I spray it with a little bit of water. This is just from Tombow. Do it here. So yeah, it would probably work better on watercolor paper, but then I would just put it down on the paper, lift it up, and obviously it leaves like a pretty watercolor background. So I think that's pretty. I'm just gonna take this paper off. I think that's pretty if you were to use it like that maybe, and use it for some nice watercolor. I think that color or background would look just so pretty, and then do like a lettering piece over top of it. But that's what I'm going to use them for, because guess what? I am now the proud owner of these crappy Monami color twin brush markers, and they do not work for lettering at all. I would definitely not recommend them. I've never actually used a crappier marker than this. Like, this is the worst. I hate to be so negative because I love being positive in my reviews, but yeah, definitely not worth your money, guys. Take it back to the bank. So I wish I could say something nice. Well, obviously the packaging is nice, the colors are nice, so there you go. That's something. But anyway, I hope you guys got some useful information out of this video. I was gonna say I hope you guys like this video, but I didn't even like this video because these pens suck. So just for your information though, so yeah, I would definitely not recommend these, even if they're cheap where you come from. I think I paid, how much were they? $10 US, maybe $11 US for these, each pack. So for the fact that you're getting 18 brush pens, that's 6 times 3 is 18, and I'm paid $30 US for 18 pens, I'd say not so good. So save your money, invest in something that's actually worthwhile. I hope you got useful information out of this video. And again, take it with a grain of salt, because there might be some people out there that love these pens, but I find them very difficult to control. The tip is very flimsy. The smaller tip is even more flimsy than the large tip. So there you have it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great one. If you're new here, I'd love if you subscribed, and don't forget to click the bell button so you'll be notified the next time I post a video. We'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye now.